Hi, this is Sam Hooper of the Institute for Justice. I'm coming to you today from our headquarters in Arlington, Virginia. So I'm in DC to attend a housing conference tomorrow at the American Enterprise Institute, but I got here a day early because I wanted to have some meetings with colleagues, catch up with some friends, and also begin to lay the groundwork for the big communications and activism effort that we want to do around our newest piece of model legislation that we'll hopefully be launching soon, the Restoring Options and Occupancy Models, or the ROOM Act. This is a bill that would legalize all different kinds of forms of single room occupancy or co-living or boarding houses, as they're also commonly known. A once very common form of housing in America that was unfortunately legalized almost out of existence in the 60s, 70s and 80s. Once there were millions of these rooms where you rented just a single room in a large building and shared bathroom and kitchen facilities. Great for people at the lower end of the housing spectrum, but also young professionals, people moving to a new city who didn't necessarily want the cost and expense of a full one-bedroom or a studio apartment. These buildings generally don't exist much anymore, apart from in very rare isolated cases or where they're grandfathered in. We want to make them legal again to help solve the housing and homelessness crisis. So this model legislation, the ROOM Act, is going to go a long way toward doing that. We want to get the word out there through media, through our partners, some of the coalition partners we work with in different statewide housing coalitions. So I came here today to strategize with some of our colleagues on our social media and our comms teams, and also to brief our amazing activism team as well that does great work at the city level, advancing the various causes of freedom that IJ pushes for. We think that there could be good work to do at the city level as well, and maybe look to turn the ROOM Act into a model city ordinance too that individual cities could work on if the overall state doesn't necessarily want to work on those. So it's been a productive day today. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I had to get up at 4:30 this morning to get the early flight from Austin to be here, but it's good to catch up with colleagues I don't get to see as often as I'd like here at headquarters. Tomorrow I'll give you an update from the American Enterprise Institute's 14th Annual Housing Conference in DC, just across the river, where we'll have lots of good discussions about the many bills that passed in different states in terms of statewide zoning and housing reform, and the lot of work that we still have to do in other states that haven't made that kind of progress. So it should be a fun week, lots of work on housing and zoning reform. I'll keep you updated as I go, but for now, this is Sam Hooper checking in from IJ's headquarters in Arlington, Virginia.